trophy the winner gets. Ironically, many times games like this turn on mistakes and not stats, and there's Pig Prather muffing a punt. Kicked around a bit. Rebels recover it deep in Bulldog territory. Led to a field goal. Fourth quarter now, and Pig drops another one. Ole Miss recovers it up a touchdown. It's more like Goat Prather instead of Pig Prather about now. And Ole Miss had to give up the ball. Wayne Madkin finding Kelvin Love 10 yards in a first down. 3rd and 3 at the Rebel 38. Down a touchdown. Madkin scrambling, finding C.J. Simones by himself. Rebs blew a coverage. Give him 6. Then the dog pound rock was going on. Tied at 20, and Pig feeling more like a pig. Also have a guy named Pork Chop on their team. 20 seconds to go, and Ole Miss throwing, and Romero Miller picked off by Eugene Clinton, and a great play by Robert Bean. I believe he kicked that ball on purpose. Clinton picked it off. Miller, the last thing he wanted to do was throw a pick. So Scott Westerfield for the game. Toe meets leather. High enough, long enough, straight enough. And once again, the cowbells are ringing. The egg resides in Stark Vegas. Mississippi State beats Ole Miss 23-20, 17 fourth quarter points. Mississippi State in most miraculous fashion when
title game put in some jeopardy. Helped though when Colorado failed to recover on the onside kick. First play then from scrimmage. It's Dan Alexander getting the pitch. Watch as he avoids his natural predators for the sanctuary of the end zone. He's on in. 50-yard play, 7-zip. Now 17-3 into the pig pile. Out of it. Alexander once more. This time 80 yards being chased, but he's good and on in. 24-3 is your score at the half. Fourth quarter now. Colorado trying to get back in. Down 27-13. Mike Machete rolling, throws up that mess. Daniel Graham comes up with it. 27-20 game. Colorado going onside now and working better than the opening of the game. Bonks off a Nebraska player. Big dive for the football. One official signaling one way, others signaling the other way. But a Colorado coach tells him he looks silly if he doesn't point the other way. And that's the correct way. Colorado ball on that drive. It's Machete. More conventionally this time. Launching out to the corner. Javon Green, good catch. Danger Stadium. Tied at 27. After Nebraska punt, Colorado's the ball inside its own 5. Cortland Johnson has it torn away from him by Mike Brown. Nebraska has the ball deep in the Buffalo's territory. Let's watch again to see how women 18-22 feel about the play, and they feel he's strong. He ripped it out of his arm. 6 seconds later, Eric Crouch pitching. Alexander lost the football, put it on the floor. And Nebraska gives it right back up. 1 of 7 fumbles for Nebraska on the day. Colorado, new life. Machete to John Minardi. He makes the fancy catch. And he's still going places. Down to about the 20, 22. Colorado in great field goal position and going for it, hoping as Jeremy Aldrich has a chance from 34. Boat! He missed it wide right, just barely. Gary Barnett thinks we have to go to overtime, and we do. Colorado hit a field goal in overtime. Now Dan Alexander getting it once more. Career high 180 yards for him on the ground. Smashes his way down deep. And then 1st and goal, Eric Crouch. It's easy from here. Took a while to develop. Crouch on in, winning it in overtime by 3. The extra point, Nolan Boyd. Number 3, Nebraska avoided total disaster. But this hardly was the convincing work needed to impress the nutty BCS computers. Defensive back Mike Brown said there's no talk of a national championship. All the talk is of winning the Big 12 championship. Nebraska is in that. Perfect through the regular season. First quarter, Tech coming out. First play from scrimmage. This guy's quick. It's Vic. Option to run. He's racing the other way. Cuts back. 34-yard gain. Tech would go on to score and lead this game 7-zip. Vic, 16 runs for 76 yards. Now Boston College trying to convert on 4th down. Tim Hasselbeck taken down by Corey Bird. Hokies take the ball. First play, Vic going deep. Andre Davis, 69-yard play. Hokies are up 14-0. Vic, 11 of 13. Next possession, getting some more. Rolling out. Going Davis again. This time 59 yards behind everyone. Tech up 21-0. Vic threw for 290 yards. Doing more damage in the 4th. Cullen Hawkins. Fancy catch. 30 yards on in. Virginia Tech, an unbeaten regular season. The Hokies are perfect for the first time since 1918.
Everybody at the stadium before the contest. F-16s flew over in the missing man formation. Flags at half-staff as players and fans remembered those killed in the bonfire tragedy at A&M. As for the game, Major Applewhite didn't start for Texas with a stomach virus, so Chris Sims, son of Phil, would get the start. First quarter, A&M score made it 6-0. They go for the extra point. It's dropped on the snap. Shane Leckler, the kicker, tries to throw it, and he does. Right to Lee Jackson, who unfortunately for him is wearing a Longhorn uniform. Jackson, 96 yards later, will wind and weave into the end zone. And keep in mind, that's worth 2 points in the college game. Texas trails 6-2. Second quarter, same score. Hodges Mitchell gets the handoff, starts right, and that's not a good idea. Goes back left, 14 yards and in, 102 yards for him, as the Longhorns built a 16-6 halftime lead. But in the third quarter, here comes A&M. Jamar Toombs to the corner from 9 yards out, one of 2 scores for him. A&M down 16-13. And Major Applewhite beginning to warm up. Fourth quarter, more A&M. Randy McCown was only 8 of 22, but one of the 8 was great. To Matt Bumgartner, Aggies up 20-16. Under a minute to go, Applewhite trying to lead Texas on a game-winning drive. Third down, he finds Brandon Healy. He was only 5 of 11. Next play, though, Applewhite stripped by Jay Brooks. The Aggies recover. Mac Brown can't believe it. What a day for emotion for Randy McCown and the Aggies as they come back to win 20-16. Looking to go into the rarefied air of collegiate quarterbacks. Fourth quarter, it's 20-3 Pennington. For James Williams, 18-yard score. Marshall leading 27-3. Pennington 25 of 37. Still in the fourth. Pennington again for Williams. I mean, if it worked once. This time from 71 yards. Pennington's third touchdown pass of the game. Williams was 3 catches, 124 yards. Marshall leads 34-3. And then it was one happy coach, Bob Pruitt. Why? Well, not just because his team did well, but because he avoided, get that away! I do not want to get wet. So his entire coaching staff does instead. Marshall remains unbeaten in 15 straight. They've won 30 in a row at home. Makes sense, I guess. All right, before the game, the Yellow Jacket Band showing support for Hamilton, number 14, on display. Third quarter, he would make them worthy of that. Hamilton finds Conrad Adrewski for the touchdown. Georgia Tech led by 17. But in the fourth quarter, here come the Dogs, down only 3, facing 3rd and 1. Patrick pass with the halfback option, and Patrick passes to Michael Greer. Sets up a tying field goal, 41-all. Same score, just over 6 minutes left. John Myers of Tech with the great effort here, but unfortunately the effort is the result of a Bulldog interception. Cap Burnett picks it off. Georgia would score and pull up by 7. Under 3 minutes left now. Tech ball at the 6. Hamilton looking for William Glover, who hangs on despite getting smacked. One of 3 touchdown passes on the day for Hamilton. Tie game 48. Last minute of the fourth quarter now. Georgia facing 3rd and 3 at the 28. Jasper Sanks up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles. It's a 13-yard game. It's a gimme field goal range for Georgia. But with the ball inside the 5, Jim Donnan decides to run one more play. 13 seconds left. Sanks up the middle. Can't see it. The ball comes loose. Georgia Tech's got it. What's going on? Do we have another fumble? Donnan can't believe it. They call it a fumble, but as you can clearly see, Sanks was down when the ball came out. So the game moves to overtime. Georgia denied an opportunity. Tech wins, and they select to play defense first. So Georgia on the 14-yard line. Quincy Carter looking for Randy McMichael, but Marvius Hester, marvelous with the pick. Carter dejected. The Dogs do not score. So Georgia Tech coach George O'Leary decides to kick a field goal on 3rd down for the win. Luke Mangé denied from 37 yards away. It's blocked. But the ball is loose and Tech recovers because it was 3rd down and the ball never crossed the line of scrimmage. He gets another shot, and redemption, thy name is Mangé. This time from 38 yards away. Carter stunned as Georgia Tech does it again on a controversial fumble, 51-48. The Dogs' 17-point second-half comeback wasted as once again a call goes against them late. The 94th meeting between the two was the highest scoring ever, and it's the 4th time in 5 meetings it went down to the wire. Vanderbilt in Tennessee, T. Martin's final home game, gets a hug. Greg Zolman, the quarterback for the Commodores, would get more than a hug. He'd get flustered, rushed, and released from the pocket. And he's looking for some place to hide. May we recommend the shrubbery. Later in the first, T. Martin hands off to Travis Henry. Henry right up the gut. 63 yards later, he's in the end zone. His longest career score. He had 19 carries for 153 yards. Ball's up 10-zip. Still 10-zip in the second quarter. T. looking for Leonard Scott. It's a little swing pass. Look at the blockers out front. He's got a convoy. 33 yards later, he's in the end zone. 17-0 Vols, 14-21 Martin was for 161 yards. Then in the second, a scary moment. Henry tries to dive into the end zone, but as he comes down, legs go straight up. He lands right on his head. It was a scary moment as the Tennessee players gathered on the field in prayer, wondering what was going on with Travis Henry. His mother came onto the field, and head coach Phil Fulmer tried to comfort her. Thankfully, diagnosed only a mild concussion and a pinched nerve in his neck. The Vols go on to win 38-10. By the way, Henry will be kept in the hospital for observation for 2 to 3 days. Vanderbilt failed in their bid to become bowl eligible for the first time since 1982.
As we take a look at the activity, Notre Dame focused. Stanford came out strong, though, first quarter. Jarius Jackson play fake, finds Dan O'Leary, but O'Leary fumbles a ball. Aaron Falk returns it the other way, 37 yards, and Stanford goes up by the score of 14-0. Second quarter now. Notre Dame coming alive. Jackson, Tony Fisher, wide open, 42 yards. Notre Dame within 3. Second quarter, Jim Sanson, field goal attempt, blocked by Tim Smith. Stanford takes possession. Bob Davie can't believe what he just saw. Ensuing drive, Stanford with a chance now to take the lead. Todd Husak to Troy Walters. Stan's only 5'8", but he's got some ability. Touchdown, Stanford up 30-29. Now, Jackson scrambles, Jabari Holloway in the end zone, wide open, touchdown. They go for the 2-point conversion, trying to tie it. They got to have the 2. Joey Gethro cuts outside, and he's in there, all tied up at 37. Seconds remaining now in the fourth. Mike Baselli to win the game. 22-yard field goal for the win. Perfect. Stanford, in a wild one, beats Notre Dame 40-37. As the Irish finish 5-7, their first 7-loss season since '63. Troy Walters' father was an assistant with Notre Dame coach Bob Davie at Texas A&M a long time ago. Walters helps do in Davie here with scoring receptions of 62 and 38 yards. Syracuse and Miami. Santana Moss got his chops ready, wants to punt, but goes into the stands. Didn't have a chance to return it, but it's a safety. Miami up 2-0. Second quarter, Miami down 7-2. Moss does receive this one, and this has all the makings. Look at him go. 61 yards, was not touched. Canes up 10-7 after a 2-point conversion. Later in the second, Leonard Myers got a bum ankle, but he came back into the game. 2 plays and a penalty later. Troy Noon scrambling in a dicey situation. Leonard Myers back in the game. So much for the bad ankle. 54 yards down the sideline, and Miami drills Syracuse 45-13, avenging last year's 66-13 loss to the Orangemen and becoming bowl eligible. Ken Dorsey threw for 3 TD passes. Santana Moss scored twice. You saw him scoring once. An awful finish for Syracuse. They dropped 4 of their last 5, finished below 500 in the conference, the first time since 1993. Arizona State. Keith Smith launching a bomb. Dennis Northcutt. Oh, baby. 80 yards. Wildcats up 14-7. Third quarter, 21-14 Sun Devils attempting a field goal. Todd Heap, the tight end, springs free. Oh, that was tricky. Ryan Keeley, the holder, touchdown. Heap 7 catches, $170, stayed up 14. Dennis Northcutt now fields the ball at the 19-yard line. A developing situation. 81 yards for the score. 28-20, they missed the extra point. That's the score fourth quarter. John Leonard in for Keeley, who's out of the game with a sprained knee. Leonard heaves. It's a heave and a hole. Richard Williams, jump ball, touchdown, 45 yards out. ASU wins 42-27. The win assuring that Arizona State will play Wake Forest in the Aloha Bowl. Heupel back to pass. Picked off by Terrell Knowles. 23 yards back the other way. We're all tied up at 7. Oklahoma, though, coming right back. Seth Luttrell takes it in from 4 yards out. Sooners up 14-7. Look what we have here. Barry Switzer checking it out. Third quarter, Oklahoma with the ball, same score. Heupel back to pass.
Oklahoma State brings a bunch
going deep. Curtis Fagan wide open, 73 yards and a touchdown, and Oklahoma wins a lot to a little, 44-7 as Heupel throws for 2 scores, runs for another. Sooners will play in their first bowl game since 1994, either the Alamo Bowl or the Insight.com Bowl. Sooners finished with 7 wins, their most since 1993. Pittsburgh, West Virginia. Mark Bulger. West Virginia finds Jerry Porter. Look at that great effort. 77 yards. And West Virginia's up 7-0. Watch this. Porter, the great focosity.
Is that a word?
I don't know, but whatever. He was showing great concentration.
It's a catch, though.
He had 3 catches for $139 and 2 touchdowns. Avon Corborn here, 17 yards. West Virginia up 14-7. Coburn 26 carries, 210 yards and 3 TDs. Another score from him here, 40 yards out. And West Virginia crushes Pitt, 53-21. Pitt knocked out of the bowl mix. Mountaineers, of course, took Virginia Tech to the limit a couple of weeks back, but they finished only 4-7. Tied for the worst mark.
From winning their 9th straight, and they had issues with their towels. Jason Gesser trying to scramble, but Louis Fuga grabs whatever he can get to, and it happens to be Gesser's towel dragging him down. Both teams had offensive issues early. Third quarter, Washington State leading by 6. Dean Robinson to Dwight Carter. Carter breaks away from the pack, gets a good block, ignore the flag, and ignore all the junk on the field. 75 yards later, he's in for the score. Hawaii goes up 7-6. Still in the third. Gesser, bad snap, picks it up, throws a strike to Nyan Taylor. However, after he makes the catch, he decides to fumble it. Anthony Smith is most pleased that he did. He goes in for the score. Hawaii leads 14-12. However, with 3 minutes left, the Cougars' Ryan Lindell from 24 yards out. The field goal is good, and Washington State goes to Hawaii and comes away with a win. The final 22-14, but even with the loss,